In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a few chart analyses to get us prepared for the week ahead. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're interested in learning trade forex like a professional, check out our course on Udemy. We're currently, running a sale that's going to end tomorrow. So if you need a discount on the course, try to get the course right now between now and tomorrow, and you're going to get about 50% off. So you can use the link in the description below, or you can use Brave 20K as the coupon code when you get to the course. So without further ado, let's dive into the chart. So we'll be starting with the gold chart on the 2 hours time frame. So that's what you can see on my screen right now. I don't really expect much from gold this week, okay, because we spent probably half of last week consolidating within this rectangle, right? So we have a mid resistance level here, and we had a support level here with 2 bounces. So the most significant price action on this chart is that gold has been creating series of higher lows within this ascending channel. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and now we have 5. So we have 5 higher lows, with price moving upwards within this ascending channel with 3 rejections of these price levels, which is why I've marked out this level as a mild or mini resistance level. Okay, so for me to go short, simply moving on my principles, I'm just going to wait for a consolidation around these price levels and a bearish breakout. So that breakout would have to take out these lows and also this low. So if we get a breakout taking out this low on the trend line and also this low on the trend line, then I'm going to go short indeed after a consolidation. So this is a 2 hours time frame. I'm going to be watching out for these consolidations on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so that's it briefly for gold. So mind you, the consolidation might go as wide or as far as coming back to this resistance level, coming back down, going back up, and then before we get the final breakout. So whichever happens, if it goes wide like this, I'm also going to wait for that bearish breakout going below the bottom of this channel and also breaking this low and also this low before I go short. So that's it briefly for my gold outlook to go short. As for going long, I don't think we're going to be breaking the all-time high very soon, okay, because this is the all-time high. But markets can be unpredictable sometimes, so you never can tell, right? So for me to go long, I am probably going to wait for a consolidation around this resistance level for me to go long, right? Because this will be the safest price levels to go long, right? With my stop loss just below the resistance level, and I'm going to aim for the all-time highs, and I'm going to maybe take some profits and probably trail the rest of my entry as move higher. But going long good right now doesn't look realistic to me, because I believe we should see some kind of huge correction to the downside before going higher or breaking the all-time high. But like I said, anything is possible in the market. So this is what I'm going to watch at briefly to go long on gold to my tight stop loss below the consolidation, so around these price levels, while my first target is going to be around the all-time highs. So that's it briefly for gold. I'm going to show you something interesting on the daily time frame before we move on to other charts. So on the daily time frame, you can see this is the all-time high. We had price tapping into that area before we had this huge price rejection. So something to pay attention to is that we are creating series of higher highs on the price action. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 higher highs, but on the RSI we have lower highs. So this is some sort of a bearish divergence, right? Because it shows us that the strength in gold is being geared towards the bears. So the bears are showing significant strength in the market as compared to the bulls. But we're going to figure out this week, or maybe probably next week, to see if the bulls have enough strength to keep the bears at bay, right? So if we do get a bearish breakout, so these are going to be my targets. So this place, this price level is going to be my first target, and my second target is going to be around this price level, which I think is a much more realistic price target for gold before we move higher, right? So it's going to be something like this, probably go down, retest, come back to this level, consolidate a little, and move higher. So this is what I'm going to expect on gold over the coming weeks and months. But I don't have a crystal ball, I don't know everything in the market, but it's just my expectations from price action in the market, right? So we might probably just consolidate in this channel and then get a bullish breakout, breaking this all-time high. You never know. But while we watch out for a bullish case scenario for price to break the all-time high, we should also watch out for a bearish case scenario, because if we get price coming back into this area of value, this will give us potentially, great opportunities to open, long-term long positions on gold. So this is briefly for gold. To recap real quick, since we are trading within this channel, to go short, I'm going to wait for that consolidation. So I'm going to wait for a consolidation around this price level and a bearish breakout from these lows, right? Taking out this channel, so the lows, support level of this channel, and also taking out this trend line. Sorry, this support level here with this lows and this lows, price breaking through this low. So this is going to be my entry to go short with my stop loss above the consolidation. While to go long, I'm going to wait for us to take out this resistance level to go long. So moving on, EUR-USD real quick. EUR-USD looks bullish. So I'm just going to zoom out a little so we get a clearer picture of the market. So you can see price creating series of higher, highs and higher lows. 1, 2, 3. Over here we had a triple bottom, furthering, signifying bullish strength on EUR-USD. Then we had this massive price movement to the upside. So right now we seem to be ranging within or consolidating within this ascending channel, with price creating series of higher lows, just as we saw on gold. Okay, so this looks interesting because it almost feels like areas is going to get a bullish breakout from this area of value. So I'm going to go down to the 2 hours time frame. So this is clearly visible. So you can see our support level within this channel. So we have 1, 2, 3, and multiple price bouncing off this trend line, right? So this bottom of the channel. So if you take a look at these price levels, so just give me a second. So if you take a look at this price level, so this looks like an ascending triangle, right? So we have a resistance level and we have price creating higher lows, right? So this looks like an ascending triangle. So if we do get a bullish breakout above these price levels with a candle close above this resistance level, then I'm going to go long, right? Because this is clearly a consolidation around the ascending triangle right now within this channel. So I'm going to go long if we get a good breakout and a good candle close above. So I'm going to go long, targeting these highs, right? So first target is going to be around these highs. I'm going to take a huge chunk of profits from that position. So this highs here, right? Because we might easily reverse to the downside, taking out this trend line if we indeed get that bearish breakout on gold. So just in case we get a quick pump to the upside, don't be carried away. Okay, just pay attention to these levels, because they are good levels to take profits if you are in trades like this, right? So to go short, I'm going to wait for a consolidation or a reversal back to the downside and a good breakout. So the breakout has to take out these lows, right? Because this is the immediate lows before we had this move to the upside. So if we have price breaking these lows, it means we'll be creating a lower low and we'll be trading below this trend line, right? Which would signal a potential move for the bears, right? Which will be our signal to go short. And stop loss is just going to be above that consolidation or probably above these price levels. And then first take profit levels is going to be here. Then you're going to trail the rest of your entry as move lower. So here and here. So this is how I'm going to trade EUR-USD this week if we get a bearish breakout to the downside. So the reason why I'm not taking a look at the GBP-USD chart right now is because GBP-USD looks so messy, right? So there's no point checking that chart. If I can get a good trade on EUR-USD, then that's going to be enough. Because if EUR-USD goes down, GBP-USD goes down. So it's basically the same trade. So there's no point going for a sell position on EUR-USD and also going for a sell position on GBP-USD. It's just going to increase your risk, right? It's better to put in one entry on EUR-USD and ride the trade as it evolves, or as the price action evolves, because it's going to help you manage your trades better. And this has the best clean technical analysis to base your trades on. So that's it briefly for EUR-USD. Moving on, we're going to talk about GBP-CAD. I rarely talk about minor currency pairs, but this looks interesting, so that's the reason why I want to briefly talk about it. So this is the 4-hour chart on GBP-CAD. Yeah, so GBP Canadian dollar. So we are in a massive bearish trend and we seem to be reversing to the upside. So this is our current bullish trend, right? Price creating higher lows and higher highs. So except for the fact that we had lower lows here, which is normal within a bullish move. Okay, these are just known as consolidations. Okay, So right now we seem to be trading around the resistance levels of this bullish move. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to show you what I'll be watching out for to go short. So this is the 4 hours chart. So let's briefly take a look at the 2 hours chart, right? So from what we can see on the chart, we had a bullish move, and now we had a good consolidation, which looks like a bullish flag, right? So this looks like a bullish flag, which is indeed a signal that the bulls are, probably taking control of the market and trying to push the price higher. So now we've had a bullish breakout from this bullish flag. I'm going to wait for a slight consolidation because we are currently at a resistance level, right? So I'm going to wait for price consolidation around these price levels. So at least some struggles between the bulls and the bears, because I don't think price is going to break above this level that easily. So I'm going to wait for a consolidation and then a bullish breakout from that consolidation. This should be an easy one, but nevertheless we have to employ good risk management. So my entry is going to be above the resistance level after the breakout. So the breakout has to take out these highs, and also take out these highs here. So which would mean breaking through the all-time high. So this is currently the all-time high within this time frame, right? So a breakout above this level would be my scenario to go long, while my stop loss is going to be just under the consolidation, right, that leads to the breakout, while I'm going to trail my entry as we move higher. So for targets, in terms of taking profit, I'm going to go to the 4 hours time frame to see if we can get good targets for good targets to close our trades. So here we go. So target should be as high as these price levels. Yes, so after a break of this resistance level, then I don't think there's anything holding price or preventing price from going lower, right? So we have to see how price is going to get to these levels before we take profit. So this is going to be my long term. If you are holding this GBP-CAD long term after we get our bullish breakout, then your target should be these highs, right? But in this for this price action I can see on GBP-USD, I wouldn't be thinking about going short. It just doesn't make sense. Strong bullish move, strong bullish trend, a bullish flag, and now trading around the resistance level of the all-time high. So this is just a no-brainer. I'm going to only look forward to opening a buy position rather than looking for a sell position. So this is it for GBP-CAD real quick. So moving on, we're going to talk about CHF-JPY, another interesting chart. So we're going to start from the daily time frame. Sorry, that's a 2-day time frame. So I'm going to go to the daily time frame real quick, just to show you what I'll be watching out for on USD, sorry, on CHF-JPY. So CHF-JPY, this is clearly a bullish trend. So this is the resistance level on the daily time frame. So we have 1, 2 good price rejection, which led to this massive price dump. And now we're currently at the resistance level with an hanging man. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to show you why I think there's a good chance we break through this resistance level rather than having a reversal. Okay, going down to the lower time frame, so I'm going to use the 2 hours time frame for example. Yeah, so as you can see on the 2 hours time frame, the movement into the resistance level wasn't a sharp movement. Okay, we had slow grind into the resistance level price, creating series of higher lows and higher highs, right? So in order for us to get a good entry for a short position, we would have to see price taking out these lows. So we have to see price taking out these lows first, then coming down to take these lows, coming down to take these lows and all the way to the downside, right? So if we get price taking out these lows, retesting as a confirmation of the break of these lows, then we will look for an opportunity to go short. So as it looks right now, the bulls are holding this market strong because we are creating higher highs and higher lows as we move to the resistance level. But if we had a straight movement to the resistance level, like a massive green candle or 2 green candles, then there's a good chance we reverse in the same way, because those extensive price pump into an area of value do not really hold much weight. Why? Because the same way the market pumped into the resistance level, it could also dump the same way. It's known as pump and dump. I believe you are familiar with terms like that. So because we went into the resistance level gradually, creating series of higher highs and higher lows, it means the bulls have more strength, okay, to push the price above the resistance level, and this would eventually give us an explosive breakout of this resistance level. So that's the reason why. So to go long, I'm just going to wait for a little bit of more consolidation when the market opens. So a consolidation and then a bullish breakout. So this would be my scenario to go long on CHF-JPY. Alternatively, if we don't get a consolidation, let's say for example we just get a massive breakout, then I'm going to wait for a consolidation above the resistance level as a confirmation that the bulls are still in charge before I go long. So this will be my scenario to go long for CHF-JPY. While for a short position, I'm simply going to wait for price to give us a lower low, a retest probably at this price level or these price levels, then a dump. So this would be my scenario to go short for CHF-JPY, because creating a lower low means we might be changing direction, right? Because this is a bullish market structure, so we might be creating a bearish market structure if we indeed get a lower low and a swing high taking price downwards. So this is it briefly for CHF-JPY, but I'm more inclined to go long because this is a bullish trend, as we saw on the higher time frame. So I'm inclined to go long when we break out from the resistance level. But if we don't get our breakouts, I'm just going to wait for a change in the structure going to the downside for me to go short. So lastly, we're going to talk about USD-JPY. So this is something I've been watching out for a while, and it has been moving so crazy, right? So this is a channel. We have 1, 2, 3. So 3 price reversals from the resistance level of the channel, and we had 2 price reversals from the support level of the channel. And the last rejection we had of this place corresponds with the highs here. So this is kind of like an area of value, so an area of liquidity where we had a reversal in continuation of this bearish trend. So this looks confusing because if you take a look at this current price movement within this channel, it seems like we're creating higher highs, right? So you can see this was the last lower high coming from this downtrend. So sorry, this was the last lower high coming from this downtrend. So we had price creating higher high, a higher high here, a higher high, right? And also creating higher lows. So there's a good chance this might be a continuation of a new trend, okay? But this is just on the 1 hour time frame. So if we go as high as 4 hours time frame, so let's see. So yeah, so if you take a look at these price movements, you would notice that on the 4 hours time frame, this is clearly a bearish trend, right? So bearish trend, move to the downside, price reversal to the upside, and we got rejection of these highs. So I'm just going to show you something interesting right now. So you can see the way we had a massive dump and we had a reversal to the upside with price being rejected at this area of liquidity, area of value, right? So on the same note, on the 1 hour time frame, we are having the same thing play out. So we had a massive dump and we had a reversal and price getting rejected at an area of liquidity like it did at this price level. So there's a good chance we see price coming to the downside on USD-JPY, right? Because this clearly looks like a bearish flag, but the bearish flag would not be confirmed as a continuation pattern until we get a bearish breakout from this flag. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see how we can spot out good trade opportunities for the week ahead, right? So now we've established the fact that this looks more like a bearish trend than a bullish trend. But if you are trading within this channel, you seem to feel like we are creating highs and higher lows. But in the grand scheme of things, we are seeing the downtrend, right? So for me to go short, I'm simply going to wait for price to creep to the downside, coming to the lows of this channel, consolidating, and then giving us that bearish breakout. So this is what I'll be watching out for to go short on USD-JPY. I wouldn't be going long like so many traders would like to, because if you are paying attention only to this channel, you might end up missing it, thinking this is a new trend. But in the grand scheme of things, this is just a continuation of this massive bearish trend, right? So the only way I'm going to consider going long is if we take out these highs here. So this, if we take out this resistance level, then this would be a good opportunity to go long. So we're going to go long, targeting these levels as our first target, and if we take out this resistance level, then we're going to aim for higher price levels. So this is just my outlook for USD-JPY briefly. So I'm going to wait for price to come straight down. Excuse me, I'm just going to get rid of this. So I'm going to wait for price to come down to the bottom of this channel, consolidate a little, and then give us that bearish breakout to go short. So this is how I'm going to trade USD-JPY, and that's it briefly for this week's analysis. Once again, if you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're interested in learning to trade Forex, check out our course on Udemy. We have a sale going on that's going to end tomorrow, and that sale is going to give you up to around 70% off of the price of the course. So this is just a one-time deal. We do this once in a while just because we hit 20,000 subscribers on our Instagram page, and now our YouTube just clocked 10,000 subscribers. So to celebrate that, that's why we're offering out our course for as low as $10, right? So it's just a no-brainer. So try as much as possible to take advantage of this sale and leave your thoughts in the comment section. And lastly, if you're interested in following up these charts as the week evolves, join us on Discord, right? We share, follow-up chart analysis in our Discord community, and we also have lots of professional traders sharing their experience and trade ideas. So that's it for me this week, guys. See you next week.